One two 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 one two. Let's get it crack-a-lacking. Let me make sure to go on live. Let's do a couple of shares here first, and let the people know. Say that we are on live right now. I'll make a post right here on X, aka Twitter, and let me know how my audio sounds. Comment gang. Wrong. Ooh, I got my Boosie badass post I want to keep here. Let me make sure I go on live on Instagram one time, quickly, fast. Bump for the people on Instagram. What up? We are on YouTube live. Let's get it popping, man. Let's see who's popping out here today for this live. Comment gang strong. Let me know you are here once you are popping up into the chat over here. We got a few things to talk about today. 1212. Big salute to Cough Syrup. Big salute to who else is in here? Bunch of people. Pop up. We are on YouTube live right now. YouTube.com/We Love Hip Hop. Who's that? AGB the Don. New interview with AGB the Don out right now, featuring 68KP. Dope interview out right now. And yeah, man, for the people on Instagram, once again, pop out. We're on YouTube right now. Let's get a conversation going. All right. Let's get rid of that. Make sure we take our time here and we get into some topics today, man. Also, I want to give a big salute to the sponsors as usual. Salute to the sponsors, Diamond Club Deliveries all over the GTA, okay, as well as all across Canada. You can find them on their Instagram page, Diamond Club _Canada, or you can find them on the 7 Days of Weed website. I got a can from Candy Cans. They carry candy cans as well. What is this? Some PD, some pink death that I'm bunning down right now. So salute to them, always keeping me nice and toasty. But yeah, man, let yourself be known for the people who are here in the comment gang. Comment gang strong. Make sure to hit that like button. Definitely helps us out in this algorithm. All right, and this is also for the people who are going to be watching the repost. Let's get straight to it, man. I'm gonna get straight to the topics, man. No long talking. Big salute to the boy Drizzy Drake. He's out here. He's on demon mode right now. I don't know if y'all peeped the new Travis Scott album that's out right now. I haven't had a chance to go through the whole thing, but I did check out the tune featuring Drizzy Drake on the Travis Scott album. Let me just make sure that I give you guys all the correct information. Track is called Meltdown. He even started the verse, even before he started his verse, he was talking about how he's teed off. You know what I'm saying? And apparently in the verse, he went at Pusha T, finally. All right. People have been wondering if that beef has been done, if the boy's going to be addressing Pusha T in the near future or any other time. People had there was that whole thing going around when the whole beef was happening, when they were in the thick of it, about Drake had a scathing return that if he was to release that, oh boy, it would have been over for Pusha T. But lo and behold, that never came out. And for the most part, I didn't even really hear a sub too tough from the boy. And he woke up, or he went to the studio and he decided he chose violence, yo. You know what I'm saying? And it's back on. The Pusha T and Drizzy Drake beef is back on. But one thing that did come out of that tune, and salute to Easy Fecta popping up in the chat right now. One thing that did pop up out that tune, you know, he made some Toronto mentions. You know what I'm saying? He was he showed homage to the Wassas at the same time as, you know, using it, giving an opportunity to send some more shots at Pharrell as well, not just Pusha. So let's not get that twisted. Pharrell caught a stray, I guess for trying to make peace. I don't know. The man's irate. Let me see if I could find it here. I'm gonna go on to the We Love Hip Hop page actually, because there was a funny little thing that came out of that, courtesy of the Breakfast Club, because people have been covering this. A lot of people obviously are gonna cover the whole fact that, oh my God, Drake this Pusha T, Drake this Pusha T. But we are the, a Toronto-based network or Canadian network here. You know what I'm saying? We always got to make sure that we catch that little angle that they might be trying to talk about the man them. You know what I'm saying? So let me see if I could pull this up here. Let's get to cooking. Early. Let's see here. Got a post here courtesy of the Breakfast Club. Actually, courtesy of We Love Hip Hop Network. But I reposted from the Breakfast Club. I added that little bubble that you see here on the screen there. For anybody who was wondering, sees the repost on other pages and stuff. But that's fine. Let's go.
Not around, the members done hung up the Louis, they not even wearing it. This shit, I would have been with the Wassas in Paris.
Yes, I don't even know why again, but
Drake.
Y'all can hear that proper? Let me make sure that the audio is crispy for y'all. Let me make sure, because, we're going to make sure we do everything crispy today.
Always says something that's supposed to sound tough, but it just doesn't.
What you mean?
I would have been in Paris with the Wassas. What is a Wassa?
I took it as he was going to pull up with the gangsters to the show because he knew Pusha was going to be there.
Or just say goons or say the woes. What is the Wassa?
Road to success, what up?
Does he mean people from Ghana?
Entertainment, what up?
It didn't rhyme, Charlamagne. It has to rhyme.
He said, is the Wassas somebody from Ghana?
That makes sense.
A Wassa sounds like the Canadian equivalent of Wawa. But that would be Tim Hortons, wouldn't it?
That would be Tim Hortons in Toronto.
And what does Pharrell have to do with this?
What's the deal with Charlamagne and Drizzy Drake? I remember once upon a time, Charlamagne used to take mad shots at the boy. You know what I'm saying? And I've seen people in the comments going crazy about this too. But Charlamagne used to take mad shots to the boy. And then I guess they made peace when the whole time with the whole back-to-back track went out, and, the boy was going versus Meek. He was going at Meek, and or Meek was going at him, and he returned fire. And he was like, yo, you can make me send bottles to Charlamagne. And he actually sent him some bottles. Sent some bottles right over to the Breakfast Club studios. Now, after that, I feel like Charlamagne kind of changed his tune. He stopped going so crazy. He stopped calling he used to say some wild stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like, he used to be like, Drake is a light-skinned girl. All types of stuff the man used to say about him. You know what I'm saying? Peace, love in the building. It's the OBO lawyer working overtime. I know, I'm off the clock right now. It's after office hours right now. But yeah. So I feel like after that whole back-to-back time, things slowed down. But maybe I was wrong, because as of lately, Charlamagne's getting a little froggy.
Audio of the verse.
Not around, the members done hung up the Louis, they not even wearing it. This shit, I would have been with the Wassas in Paris.
They said he would have been with the Wassas on some Paris shit.
Yes, I don't even know why again, but
So I feel like there's a couple of things that are going on here. He definitely could be playing ignorant, like he doesn't know who the Wassas are. He has no idea. And that could be true. They're American. Like, we're not expecting everybody in the States to know who the Wass gang is. You know what I'm saying? However, they have interviewed Pressa more than once. I feel like I've seen a thumbnail. I know for the first time when Pressa was on the Breakfast Club, it was like, holy smokes, he made it. We got him. Right? And he was up there on the Breakfast Club. But I think that it was more than once that he was on the Breakfast Club. Let's double check this. Let's make sure that we get all everything correct. You know what I'm saying? Because we don't want to be stepping on Charlamagne's head top paws and not having our facts straight. Let's see here. Pressa Breakfast Club. Let's see what we get. Let's see what we get. I see one thumbnail from a year ago. And I think they sliced a piece out of it. So, okay. All right. So they did one interview with Pressa. I'll give them that. How much is that at right there? 222,000. Not bad. They did an interview with Coyle Ray the same year. 1 milli. Holy smokes. Jesus Christ. So you've met Pressa. Wait, well, let me make sure that he has the chain on too, because maybe he didn't see the chain. It's a possibility, you know what I'm saying? Hold on. Let's get a close up. Let's see if we can find a nice thumbnail with the boy Press here. The close up to see if we can. Oh, there, I see it. The Wassa chain. Wassa, Charlamagne, Was gang. Okay. I don't know. Maybe he couldn't read. Maybe he couldn't read what was going on in the chain. There was too much ice. He wasn't paying attention. You know what I'm saying? All right. Easy Factor says they stunting, trying to flagrant foul on Tim Hortons, and drama just got stained by Wassas. That's true. See, this is why I need y'all, man. Y'all smarter than me when it comes to this stuff, fam. We got to dissect this type of stuff. Where's my sound effects? Then they report on the drama story as well. I feel like they were early on that. As soon as Monday came back, they were like, hey, our friend DJ Drama, you know, got relieved. So I'm just saying, there is evidence that they could know about the Wassa movement, but maybe not. Okay, we can give Charlamagne the benefit of the doubt. Maybe. But this is not the first time that Charlamagne has sent some shots at Canada. And listen, with all due respect, Charlamagne is one of the content creators, one of the broadcasters that I look up to in this game. You know what I'm saying? A level that I aspire to reach to. Definitely. But you got to take it easy on the Canadian hate, my guy. He's very flagrant with it. You know what I'm saying? Let me see if I can find another one. Because there was another time where I was like, yo, what's your problem, bro? Like, just say you don't like Canada. Let me see if I can find that. It might be deeper into the lexicon of post that I got up here. But we gonna find it today. We got time today. Jesus Christ, I post a lot. Give it a second, gang. Somewhere around here. There it is. The drama story. Dun, dun, dun.
Now, allegedly, DJ Drama was in Toronto, Canada over the weekend. He was doing, I guess, some type of a panel, and some Toronto dudes posted a video saying that they robbed DJ Drama.
This what you fucking get for not checking in. Shout out, boy Drizzy, eh? Triple G's, you know how we rock, slap, brat, brat.
Is this true, first of all? Because folks be losing jewelry in hotels.
Best sound effect ever.
And things of that nature, and people be finding it and then getting online, you know, acting like that. Is this true?
We don't know if it's true. DJ Drama hasn't said anything as yet. The young man said that he didn't check.
Wait for it.
In, and they started saying Drake's name. But you're absolutely right.
Check in where? Toronto?
Yeah, I guess so.
Jesus, checking in Canada sounds crazy.
Yeah, so
checking with immigration. That's about it. Who do we check in with?
Spicy.
When we go there across the border? I can't remember what it's called now.
What?
When you go into Canada.
It's immigration, sir.
Now, allegedly, DJ...
So, yeah. That was the first sign of spice that I started realizing Anytime they talk about Canada, they got jokes. And listen, I'm not trying to, push some culture that we're the hardest gangsters over here. We're the hardest gangsters in North America. If you, step past that Canadian border, just make sure to keep your shoes tied tight. Like, no, Canada for the most part is a safe place. Okay? But at the same time, we know that Toronto, Montreal, Vancouver has one of the biggest drug problems in North America, period. Like, there is problems that happen in Canada. It's not all igloos. It's not all Tim Hortons and a boot. And it's not all about being polite. There's a lot of people don't even say, like, good morning in this mofo. You know what I'm saying? If you live downtown for a long enough space of time, you become desensitized to that whole, hey, hi, everybody, hi. You know what I'm saying? The building that I was living in, there's neighbors that I used to see for years, not say one peep to, just city life, just screw-faced. You know what I'm saying? So that whole misconception about we're just walking around, hugging each other, hugging trees, you know what I'm saying? Helping everybody get across the street and saying, sorry. That's like some old South Park shit. You know what I mean? There's been enough reports that have come out of even CNN when it comes to some of the wild things that have happened over here in Toronto for them to know that, like, it ain't that sweet. And I understand that Charlamagne is a rich guy. He's like, I don't care about none of you street niggas. You can't do nothing to me. And I get it. He doesn't have to worry about can I get a drop moments that he used to have to worry about back in the days. You know what I'm saying? Y'all remember Can I Get a Drop, right? Yo, Charlamagne, can I get a drop? Right? Y'all remember them times. Times have changed. The man's a multimillionaire. You know what I'm saying? When he comes down to Toronto, if he does, he'll have security, a whole bunch of new security, not even wax. Because apparently he don't mess with wax no more. You feel me? If y'all know, if you know, you know. If you know who Wax is, you know. You know what I'm saying? He used to be on The Brilliant Idiots with him. I am a consumer of Charlamagne's content. The only reason I know about these Breakfast Club clips is because I watched The Breakfast Club. You know what I'm saying? For years. So this autopsy that I'm doing right here of Canadian hate doesn't come from just being, what would you call that? Not a fair weather, a casual fan. No. I mess with the Breakfast Club the long way. I'm part of the reason why I do a podcast is because of the Brilliant Idiots podcast that's been on for almost 10 years, maybe 10 years, that Charlamagne and Andrew Schultz do. So it's not I have no idea. I don't watch any of Charlamagne's content. I'm just, listening in from one little earshot, and then it's like, oh, well, you this Canadian? No. I've heard it before, bro. You got to cut it out, fam. You know what I'm saying? As we can see from before, niggas over here don't take things lightly, bro. You know what I'm saying? Salute to Aiden Ross. Yeah, I think the donkey of the day should go to Charlamagne. I think we should send one back at him for that diss to the Wassas. Can we get a donkey sound in here? Is there a donkey sound in here? 1 second. Let me see if I could find a good donkey sound. No, that's Donkey Kong. Let's try to find another sound here for donkey sound for Charlamagne the God, because I know you love to give out those donkeys of the day. You know what I'm saying?
Woohoo, Flimpy!
Wow, my sound effects machine got no motion today. Let's see, donkey noise. There you go, Charlamagne. You know what I'm saying? It's not as good as your donkey of the day, obviously, but sometimes we got to send one back. You know what I'm saying? Let's continue here. There's beef brewing in the hip hop game. It's and before I get off of this, salute to Drizzy Drake, man. Keep your foot on these guys' necks, bro. Okay? I've been telling you this from time over here on this microphone, bro. Stop letting these niggas pick on you, fam. You know what I'm saying? Push has been going around since that beef has been supposedly done. It's not like I haven't heard the Pusha T shots neither, bro. Just because we talking about Charlamagne don't mean I forgot about you, Push. Get him, bro. These guys think that it's because you're the Canadian pop star guy. Yeah, we could just keep on sending these little slick shots, these subs. He ain't gonna hear nothing. Don't worry, he's too busy. Nah, bro. Keep your foot on their neck, fam. You know what I'm saying? It's Toronto against the world, fam. Come on, bro. Toronto versus everybody. Let's go.
We love hip hop.
Anyhow, that's my little rant. Kodak Black. The boy Kodak Black. Let me see if I can pull up a picture of the boy Yak. Him and Boosie have been having a little bit of issues. Okay, this is stemming from Yak's appearance with Snitch 9. They did a tune together, Shakalaka. Obviously, everybody's heard the tune now at this point. It went viral. The talk about the $2 million that went around, or the $1 million of why he did it. Blah, z, blah. Let me see. I got a picture right here. Right? Blah, z, blah. We know about all this. Okay? One thing I did forget to tell you guys the last time I did it live is about the diss. I guess he dissed him in the tune, in the top of the verse. How you lose your bitch to a snitch. Yeah, I heard that. Okay, yeah, cool. All right, and they had to take out the last line because he went so crazy that they were like, bruh, come on, fam. I just gave you $1 million, fam. Like, stop it. Stop, bro. Stop dissing me, fam. So I guess this is supposed to justify, or it was supposed to justify, Kodak feeding his drug habit. You know what I'm saying? Because none of the American guys, they never mentioned that part. That's why I'm here. That's what I'm here for. You know what I'm saying? Aero, what up? Citadel, what up? That's what I'm here for, fam. Okay? They didn't mention the fact that Kodak's paying for his drug habit. They're just like, well, he dissed Kodak. He dissed 6ix9ine on the tune. So that's what makes it okay. And no, fam. Your favorite rapper's a drug addict. Okay? The super gremlin is getting super high. All right? So we went over this whole fact that, he just had to go pay the tab or go get some more drugs. Whatever your reasoning was. I don't care, bro. Song's still okay. I ain't that mad at the tune. But the keeper of all snitch culture, and you know what I'm saying, the denouncer of all snitches, Boosie Badass, came through and he had a message to tell the boy Yak. Okay, we heard the first time when he was going crazy and he was like, yo, you probably take a dick for it. Well, he continued. And this is going to be the part that gets us demonetized, but that's fine. We're in here already. So, sold your soul for $1 million. No, you take dick for 20. Shaking my head. You been weird. You never been no street nigga. You a what is it? You a capper rapper. Laugh out loud. Nickelodeon ass nigga. Nigga should have stuck their finger in your paws, bro. Pause. In the asshole, bro. Pause. Boosie. Kodak the Stallion. Wow. Wow. I'm going to move those words off the screen. Guidelines. Okay. He's not happy, bro. He's like, I'm not done. All right. So I'm not even going to go out on a limb here. I'm going to address the elephant in the room. Okay. 1 second. Let me find a nice picture of Yak before I address the elephant in the room. Let's see if we can find a picture of both of them together. Boosie and Kodak. Maybe they had a picture together at one point in time when they were friends. No? Nothing? Didn't even have nothing together. And niggas never even met each other. Anywho, I'm going to go out on a limb and say the thing that a lot of people are afraid to say about Boosie because he's got a lot of respect in the game. And, you know, he was on death row and he never told. And he were very entertained by his Vlad TV interviews. Blah, blah, blah. Boosie's a bit of a clout chaser. Nobody gives a shit about Boosie's music, bro. Okay? With all due respect. Ain't nobody listened to a Boosie song after they tapped in to a Vlad TV interview in ever. Okay, I'm not going to say in time or, you know, maybe in the beginning. Maybe back in the days when you still wearing the 4XTs and stuff like that. And Vlad first linked up with him like 18 years ago. That's when maybe people were like, oh, Boosie's he's on the internet. Let me go listen to some more of his music. Wipe me down. Wipe me down. But over the last 10 years, are you guys going to like what Boosie Comment Gang Strong? What Boosie album have you guys listened to in the last 10 years? Throw it in the chat for me, please. Okay? The chats pop up on the screen here. I'll even change the color. What Boosie Badass, aka Lil Boosie, album or even single have you guys been blazing off the I can't even stop playing that new Boosie song. I'm waiting. Comment Gang Strong. Crayola. Independent. Yo, Easy Factor is a Boosie fan. Yo. Man came with some answers immediately. Who else is in here? Road to Success says, I've listened to his daughter's song. Right? It's Only Breezo says, I've never listened to a Boosie song in my life. But he's certified in the streets. Yeah, that's great. Do you guys even remember? I know why he's certified in the streets, okay? That's not even a question to me. But for the half of the people who actually watch him on the internet, do people even remember why he's certified in the streets? I explained it earlier when before my little rant. But like, do people even remember why he's the gatekeeper of all snitches? Or why the streets have initiated him to be the top street nigga? Does anybody even remember that? You know what I'm saying? And it doesn't take away any of the validity of that in any way, no matter how long ago it was. But I think people are lost in the sauce. They're just like, yo, he's that loud nigga on the internet. Listen to him. Snitches are bad. And listen, I agree. If you're part of the whole street life, snitches are bad. Okay? Yeah, he never told, but he was on death row for murder. Years ago, back in 2006, 2009 times. Right? Arrow says, I still play Wipe Me Down. Right? Salute to Webby, yo. Somebody find Webby for me, please. Right? Make sure he's okay. But back then, yes, he was on death row. He fought an M case. He beat it. He never told on the gang. He came home back in, let's say, 2010, maybe 2013. He was like free. Everybody was like, oh, Boosie beat the case. And there was a free Boosie campaign that was going on in hip hop for a while. Like, I guess this is pre-social media being what it is today. But because of that, and because he came home and never told, for that second when he was home, everybody was like, yes, Boosie's home. Let's go listen to the music that he made right now. Okay? However, that time was probably about 10 years ago. Okay? I'm going somewhere with this. That time was about 10 years ago when everybody was super ecstatic about, oh, Boosie's finally home. Let's go listen to his new First Day Out song and blah, 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 blah. Everybody was on his music then. And social media was nowhere where it is today, okay? The whole podcasting game, interviewing, and talking heads game was nowhere close to where we are right now, okay? So all we had at the time was, oh, Boosie's home. He has new music. Go download it, because we were at that point by that time. Right? But after that, it isn't, you could only keep that up for so long. So thank God for Vlad. Right? Vlad TV came along, say, yo, bro, remember we used to do some interviews back in, let's do another interview. He said some intriguing things in the interview. Everybody was like, yo, I love his point of view. Oh, he's funny. And Vlad, being a great businessman, said, run it back again, bro. And 10 years later, and I don't know how many Vlad TV interviews later, we now know Boosie as the Vlad TV guy, getting banned on Instagram guy. Oh, Zuckerberg, yo, let me get my Instagram back because I want to keep on throwing up pum pum on a platform that I'm not allowed to do it on. Like, bro, the things that Boosie has been like, quote unquote, acting like he's crucified for is dumb nigga shit, bro. You know what I'm saying? What did he say? What was his famous line during the pandemic? Bust that pum pum on people with gangsters. So, something stupid like that. You know what I'm saying? Throw up your Cash App and let me show you pussy lips. What? Oh, Zuckerberg took my Instagram down because I was trying to show a beach party. It was just a couple girls. Bro, I seen titties. But it's Zuckerberg's fault. I'm here calling the man it's Zuckerberg's fault. Right? And then now anytime there's somebody has a smidget that might snitch. Oh, come on, man. Oh, come on, man. Bro, you're just chasing clout just like the people that you're trying to denounce, bro. Just like how Kodak Black can go get his clout for $2 million, you're trying to chase off of his clout and trying to monetize it in some kind of other way indirectly by talking on the man's name. Or you would have just called him. Right? Or you would have just disbanded the album that you got with T.I. If you really, really want to be real, we can keep it real today. Actually, screw that one. You know what I'm saying? We could keep it really real today. Because street niggas love to move the goalpost to make it, accommodate their beliefs or what they got going on. You jump up on Vlad TV, call T.I. all kind of snitches, even though you had a project with him, get you some more clout. Ooh, more clout. Ooh. If I call T.I. a snitch in this interview, then this one is going to fly. Right? Because really and truly, you could ask Boosie his point of view on different things that are going on in the scene. I know what Vlad does. Obviously, he's doing a podcast type of thing with him. All right? He's not re-interviewing Boosie every time. He's asking his point of view on current topics. But that can only go so far. And that ain't evergreen content. You know what I'm saying? So, let me throw T.I. under the bus. Oh, that's going to be the clip. That's the money shot. Right? Boom. Now you got some more clout. Now, as soon as it serves you, me and T.I., we bumped into each other at the airport. We had a conversation like men, and we got to understand. Shut up, bro. That's cap, bro. You didn't want to lose out on the money. Now, he was just joking. Yeah, right. He was just joking about the snitching on his dead cousin in the podcast, but you were okay with the 222 tips, though. Let's really talk about it, Boosie. Okay? Once again, it's not about Kodak Black, whether he's right or wrong for doing a track with the snitch. It's about Boosie being a clout chaser. You know what I'm saying? Yes, Kodak, if you believe he's wrong because you're on the street side, believe that. If you don't care because you're not in the streets, be that side. It doesn't matter. But there will be leeches when you do a move that will always try to come up off of your name. I.e., Boosie Badass, aka, or formerly known as Lil Boosie. All right. I just want to address the elephant in the room, yo. Next time you see Boosie jump up on Vlad TV again, because Vlad's going to make sure to monetize off of that. In the end of the day, Vladimir is making the big dollars off of all of that. Big bucks, no whammy. You know what I'm saying? Where's my money sound? He's the one who's really cashing in. Right? Because I'm sure he'll be like, Boosie, so what are your opinions on Kodak Black? And Boosie's going to go off, oh man, he hurt the streets, oh man, goddamn Black, E. And boom, that's your million view clip right there. Boosie got his upfront money, but Vlad going to make that money all the way down in the long run. I know how this YouTube works. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, Easy Factor. He did clean up. That's why he got an Instagram back. But even that, he's on probation with Instagram. Anytime when he was talking on Kodak the other day, he was using his girl's Instagram, fam. So I don't know, Boosie. I'm on the don't throw rocks if you live in a glass house, bro. You still upset I'm saying Vlad's name too many times. I know, right? Say Vlad's name 3 times and your channel just gets taken down. DJ Vlad. I'ma chill. Anywho, moving on. I don't want to smash up any relationships out here. You know what I'm saying? Salute to Vlad, though. He's the one who needs a salute in this. You know what I'm saying? You know what? Before I move on to the crime scene here in Toronto, because every time I go to show you guys some of these stories, I'm using this app called Twitter, or formerly known as Twitter, and I keep on forgetting to bring up the fact that they're not bringing back the little bird. That's a dunzo, fam. Are you guys okay with this change that Musk made, Mr. Elon Musk there, with the changing Twitter to X? Let me see if y'all are okay with this. Now, your tweets are not going to be called tweets anymore. Okay? I think they're going to be called X's. Let me ask y'all in the poll here. Do you like the Twitter? It's all in caps. It's not because I'm mad at y'all. Name change. Okay. I'm going to ask the comment gang right now. Comment gang strong. So, Road to Success says Elon Musk needs his ego checked. Well, from what I didn't even do like a deep dive on my own research, but from what I was hearing in different news stories and stuff like that he did have a company called X from back in the days, right? And I guess I can do a quick little research here because, we got to fact check things over here. Elon Musk. X. Okay, let's see here if we can find an article on this. 3 explanations for Elon Musk's X, The Atlantic. So this is from The Atlantic. I'm not going to tell you, this is the most reputable source. This is just something that we just found on the internet right now. And we'll see what they have to say. Okay. One thing I also suggest to you guys when I do these research things, when I go looking for the information on these different things that are going on in the scene, don't just go by what I'm finding here on these internets. Okay. I'm not the best searcher of all information on the internet. Like a lot of times there'll be, there's real internet diggers out there that can find out the real reason why this happened. And they'll go find a video link and they'll be like, but did you see the video on this? Like, I'm not that guy. Okay. I'll get on live here with y'all. I'll ponder about some stuff and be like, you know what? Let's go take a look at some articles and see what they say about it. So, in May, Elon Musk presided over an uncharacteristically subtle tweet to Twitter homepage. 4 years, the prompt to text box, the top of the page. What's happening? A friendly invitation for users to share their thoughts. 8 months after the billionaire's takeover, Twitter changed their prompt ever so slightly to match the puzzling, chaotic nature of the platform under the new regime. What's happening became what is happening. The question with the exclamatory urgency has never been more relevant to Twitter than the past 48 hours when Musk decided to nuke the 17-year worth of brand awareness and rename the thing. The artist formerly known as Twitter is now X. Oh my God, don't tell me I'm gonna have to subscribe to get the rest of this fucking article. Jesus Christ. No, I'm not subscribing to The Atlantic. There's got to be a reason, because I know he had a website. Let's see. Rebranding X. Musk previously wanted X to be the name of a banking service site now known as PayPal. There it is. I knew there was something about that he was trying to use this for. This is an older article before the change. Okay, so Elon Musk announced the plans on Saturday to change the bird from for an X, a reference to the CEO's vision to create an all-encompassing everything app. Okay, that may incorporate shopping and banking services amongst other features. So this is not just a thing about a change of the logo of Twitter. Twitter is going to be going through an evolution. What's this? Jesus Christ, these guys are spooky with it. So right now, Twitter is, I guess, how many of y'all are really on Twitter like that? Do you guys tweet? Or I guess now X? You know what I'm saying? Entertainment wants to know how long before X/Twitter files for bankruptcy. I don't know, fam. I think we're locked in, bro. Like, I haven't stopped tweeting. Like I still tweet. I still X, I guess. I don't know. I don't know what to call them. Okay, I'm confused just as the rest of y'all. You know what I'm saying? But I just don't feel like Twitter is going to lose that stronghold on the public's need to just express themselves in a few characters rather than, I have to make a post. Because Twitter users are different. Okay, let me see if I could pull up a Twitter. I'm very apprehensive sometimes when going on Twitter raw. Pause. You got to go on Twitter first and check to see what go on. So look, even when I'm searching it, okay, you can still see it still says Twitter. So the branding hasn't taken complete effect yet. Okay. It still says Twitter when you go look it up online. It still has the bird. But then when you go into the app, you see the X. Okay. Salute the Trader Rhyme Animal. Saved me. You saved me being the first tweet right here, bro. Not some titties or something. You know what I'm saying? Jeez. Because you never know. You open Twitter right away. Boom. JJ in your face. You know what I'm saying? And, it's only Breezo, like, for real. Like, if you go search X, okay? You want to go upload a Twitter video. It's not going to be a Twitter video anymore. It's going to be an X video. And y'all know what X videos are. You know what I mean. And I don't mean the X-Files. Right? So, like, things can get kind of confusing. That's all I'm saying. You don't want users to be like, yo, I'm going to go look up some X videos. Unless you do want them to be looking that up, but then they're going to be going over to another place where your advertisers are not. Other advertisers are over there. Okay? It's different. Yeah, you might bump into Adam. You know what I'm saying? You might bump into Lena over there having a snack. Eating some creamy. Pause. Yeah. But Twitter is a different place, fam. It's gonna be different if you make it X instead of Twitter. Right? And at first I was looking like, okay, he's trolling. It's just gonna be the thing in the corner of the page. But then I started seeing like the man's he's not trolling. He's leaning into this. So moving forward, we're not gonna have Twitter anymore. Okay? We're living in the X world now, fam. Right? Generation X. You know what I'm saying? We're in that type of land right now, bro. Be aware. Because, like, even with that whole Generation X, that was some futuristic stuff, fam. The man were talking about how in the future it's going to be just, we don't care about nothing. Right? Elon is bringing it all together, fam. Right? Suck it. Y'all know about Generation X. Or was it Generation Next? Or it was Generation X. Yeah. I remember that. We here now, fam. Let me see what's going on in the poll here. Do you like the Twitter name change? I just smushed everything together. My bad, gang. 30% says yes, and 70% says no. All right, there you go, Elon. Change it back, fam. The comment gang is not happy with it. Okay, so I'm gonna move on to what I was gonna talk about. Really. All right, because that's not like the most pressing thing in the world. They're saying that crime is up in Toronto since the pandemic, 4% and 5%. Okay, I'm gonna pull this up here and see if we can find an article on it. And the thing is that's funny about this, or not funny, is that we'll be talking about this here. And I'll be probably reposting this on Instagram, but there's a whole thing that I have written down about news stories and how we're not going to be seeing as much news stories popping up on Facebook and all that in the near future. Actually, not even in the near future. They're now. It's happening now. Up here. I know there's an article here from like just a few hours ago. Here we go. CP24 News. Let's go. Probably got a video in there for us. No video. Oh, there we go. There we go. They always got a video for us, gang. So Toronto saw a 15% increase in violent crimes index of 2022, more than 3 times the jump seen nationally. Okay, and this is according to Stats Canada. All right. Loading an ad. So they're saying that the crime rate has gone up, and I think that is kind of obvious. We've been seeing this happen with like the TTC attacks. We've been seeing this happen with, I don't know. I feel like we always, as us in the hip hop community, we keep our eye on the shootings. But the random ones and the random, like, you know, people getting jugs at the TTC stations, that's gone up. We're not going to act like that hasn't gone up. Where's my volume? Let's go.
Across Canada last year. CP24's crime analyst Steve Ryan joins us live now to break down the numbers. Steve.
This guy, the ex-cop.
Yeah, Jen, there is no surprise to a lot of people when they heard the statistics that were released by Stats Canada advising that violent crime in particular has gone up this past year, and to many that I've had the opportunity to speak with over the last couple of minutes, they say they are not surprised by that. Now, I'm not sure if we have Chris Lewis on the line with me. Do we have him? Chris, thank you for your time, sir. Joining me is Chris Lewis. He is the former commissioner of the OPP and a man who certainly is no stranger to talking statistics and law enforcement. Chris, when you saw these numbers come out by Stats Canada regarding violent crime, what were your thoughts?
Well, the first thing I thought was right across Canada, I'm not surprised that things have gone up. Violent crime
Peace Love says, I blame Chris Guy.
It still is, but it's also coming into rural Canada, smaller towns, mid-sized communities. And so right across the country, it's increased. When it comes to Toronto, it certainly has increased year to year. But if you look back to 2018 and 2019, the violent crime stats were actually higher in Toronto. So it's actually come down since then, but year to year it has gone up.
What does that even mean?
Chris, what stood out to me when I went through that report preparing for my interview with you was firearms offenses. And it showed that according to Stats Canada, the handling and storage of firearm offenses has stabilized, but yet the usage, firearms being discharged or used in other criminal offenses has gone up. Does that sort of speak to the Fed's legislation when it comes to wanting to target legal gun owners? Because it would appear, based on those stats, that legal gun owners are abiding by the law when it comes to storage.
They're giving us stuff we already know.
They're already licensed and have all the background checks, etc. And legal firearm owners that have their PAL and have had training. And that is not the issue. Of course, we also see in Toronto the recent comments by Toronto police around the fact that only 3% of the firearms seized are so-called legally owned guns in Canada. The rest are smuggled. It's all handguns coming from the U.S. So any legislation...
Talk about listening to the concerns of the chiefs of police and wanting to strengthen our bail program. But I would argue, and perhaps you would agree or disagree with me, that there are those the legislation is in place.
Okay, so there's some
out on bail or some form of relief.
There's some other issues.
Tougher. But at the same time, the Liberal government put some policies in place around bail in that they don't want to see people of color and people of First Nations descent held because of disproportionate number of people that are incarcerated of color and Indigenous people. And so then the provisions got loosened a bit there.
Okay, so they're saying that the crime is up in the city. All right. 4% even they're saying on violent crimes, and I think 3% on something else right here, right? And part of the reason they're saying what I was watching on CP24 earlier, because I'm an avid watcher of CP24, is they have less cops. Not as much people in North America, period. Not even just Canada, but in North America, period, are signing up to become police officers. Now, let me ask you guys here in the comment gang, okay? Why do you think that crime has gone up in the city of Toronto, okay, or the GTA, right? There's a multitude of reasons why people believe, and this is since 2019 to now, okay? Why do you guys feel that we're starting to trend upwards when it comes to the criminality that's going on over here in these streets? Because there was a point in time that this guy is talking about how it was going down, okay? Even when during the span of the time when I was doing this podcast, or while I'm doing this podcast, there was a time when we used to ask every guest, what can we do to bring down gun violence? And I had some big, bold dreams. I was like, yo, the podcast, we're going to help bring down the gun violence by 30%. Now, I'm not going to say that it was our fault, but from 2018 to about 2020, because we got to keep in mind that there was a lockdown, it kind of went down at 30%. I'm just saying. However, post-pandemic, it seems that we're on the rise again. You know what I'm saying? Yo, peace, love. I'm not running for mayor, yo. Low-key, I might. But what do y'all think? Now that we're at this point in time in 2023, okay? 3 years later, or let's say 2 years later now that we're outside. All right? Easy Factor says, keep him dancing somehow as long as possible. Once it's a two-step, they gone on their own. I feel there's a riddle in there that I'm supposed to figure out. I have a few reasons. I feel like the pandemic was really, really pushed things further than they were before. Okay? We had that thing that we didn't have PPP over here. We had something else. Business loans. People were getting CERB. Oh, them CERB times. Woo. Getting that $2,000 every 2 weeks. That was nice. Y'all remember that? Y'all remember CERB? All that money? That was nice. Fabulous voice. Nice. All you have to do is do your taxes. Make sure your taxes were done, or you know somebody, or you know niggas are starting to do their taxes all of a sudden and you know catching up. You know what I'm saying? So that they can go get that $2,000 every 2 weeks. All right? Mans were going to see the plug with a little bit more change. Nah, bro, let me get 2 of those. Right? We up. It's lit. And then when did they cut it off? Let's double check that. Let's double check. Let's do some proper investigating. CERB ending. CERB end date. CERB formerly, y'all can see this on the screen here. There we go. Good. That's chump change for me. Entertainment, yo, don't, fam. I wish. $2,000 every 2 weeks. Like I said no to that. I took mine too. SERB formally ended September 2020 and replaced by the CRB. Oh, and some niggas cashing on the CRB too. Okay. When was that? 2020? End of 2020? And in 2021, you on your... Oh, I see you. I see you, Easy Fector. Oh, you a smart nigga, bro. Holy. He said, keep them dancing somehow as long as possible. Once it's a two-step, they gone on their own. Right? I get it now. You might not be talking about that, but I'm talking about that. All right? You dancing, you got all that money. Celebrate good times. Come on. All right? Extra $4,000 a month. What is that? Can you get a Louis belt for that? I'm not. You know what I'm saying? I don't got drip like that, so I can't really comment on how much the Louis belts cost. But I'm sure you could put that on a Louis belt, right? And then boom, they took all that away. Pull that carpet right from underneath your feet. But wait. I was just about to spend that. And on top of that, all right? Yes, sound effect. Sound effects, please. On top of that, okay, and salute to my accountant, okay? If y'all ever need to get some good accounting done, go check out Parkdale Accounting, all right? That's it. Go to Parkdale Accounting, all right? You can't have my accounting, but you can go to that place. They'll deal with you right. Okay, it's right on Queen Street. They told me, we want the money back. $23,000, please. Okay. I fixed it. Don't worry, gang. It's okay. I fixed it. All right. There was a little issue with one of my back years of taxes, and they're like, did you not, you didn't do taxes for this year? I figured it out. It's cool. It's fine. All right. We got that $23,000 removed, but it was there. I got it removed. I can't speak for everybody. Okay. When they came back around and they said, hey, we're going to need, how many weeks will we be giving you SERB for? Yeah, we're going to need that back. $23,000, please. Everybody. I don't want to get into any of y'all pockets over here in the comment gang, all right? I'm not here to do that. I'm not here to ask you guys if the tax man came back around and said, hey, yo, can I get that? You remember all that money that we gave you a few months ago? Yo, can I get that back? I'm not going to ask you guys that. That's your own private business. Okay? I'm not here to ask these type of questions. But I know I wasn't the only one that they said, yo, $23,000, please. So then where does that take us? When the SERB money gets blocked, or not blocked, just cut off, right? Niggas thought that shit was going to live forever. Outside started opening up. Niggas was like, damn, we got to go back outside. The SERB sounds kind of sweet still. Right? Now you're on your own. And for some niggas, you owe us some money. Right? For the people who keep track of their taxes, they're like, yo, you owe us some money. So times have gotten exponentially tougher. We're in what we call a recession now. So is it a surprise that people are like, you know what? Screw this. I'm just going to take this shit. Is it a surprise that people who already had existing mental health issues have all of a sudden snapped? And now they're just flipping out and just taking out anybody on the subway? These are not surprises when all these different things have been working on in the background. Okay? The SERB is not the only thing, but that was a big deal. You know what I'm saying? But that the mental just fortitude that a lot of people had to have while they were locked down. And now they came outside and everybody's just going crazy. And you don't expect crime to go up? You're crazy. Like, we outside. You know how much beaking, even for like, let's say our subset, our smaller subculture. You know how much online beaking was happening in 2020? How many guys were jumping on Instagram Live and bored as hell, calling everybody all kind of goofs? We outside. A lot of that has been answered at this point. You know what I'm saying? So you take all of that, put that in a melting pot together, we have an elevated crime rate. Okay? With the obvious problems that have been going on as far as like social economic issues and those types of things. Let's not forget that. That's always there. But when you add all of that extra icing on top, now we have a 4% increase in crime. Okay? If y'all were looking for answers, there you go. I'm just saying. But yeah, man, listen, for anybody out there, you just take care of yourselves. You know what I'm saying? In the end of the day, women, when you're coming home from work or whatever, call a friend, do whatever you need to do to make sure that you're on the phone with somebody, because times are getting tizzic out there. You know what I'm saying? What are y'all saying here in the comments? Peace Love said, Dusty said it would have been a fake crime statistic. Salute to Dusty Wallace, yo. You know what I'm saying? Oh, Easy Factor said, with a big shot right there. Big shot right there. Said 100 million or 100 billion to Ukraine. Right? Don't worry about us. We'll be okay over here in Canada. Don't worry about us. Don't worry about us. We're fine. We just have a rising crime rate. You know what I'm saying? Women are just getting pushed into subway tracks and stuff. But don't worry about us. Don't worry about them. All right? We'll be fine. I want to bring somebody else to y'all attention. I like doing this every once in a while. Bringing it out of the hip-hop sphere. Okay? Talking about some miscreants that are going through the internet, just doing dumb stuff. Wild stuff. Okay? This is going to probably be another part of the video that might get kind of sticky when it comes to the monetization. I don't know if I'm going to repost this as a clip over here. I might have to rumble this thing right here because I want to talk about just Pearly things quick fast. Okay? Once again, I feel like I brought her up before. So I don't need to like explain to you guys who Just Pearly Things is again. I think y'all as fluent YouTube users, y'all know who she is. Okay? You don't have to be on YouTube too long, especially like the genres that we're into, right? To not bump into Just Pearly Things. Okay? AKA Pearl Davis. So she was on Piers Morgan not too long ago. And she was having an argument or a debate, let's call it a debate, with a young lady. And, you know, her whole women shouldn't vote and all that. We reviewed that, okay? What we have here with Pearly is the case of high level clout chasing, okay? Like somebody who, like they have clout and money, but they just need so much more of it that they'll just do anything for it. And the thing is, her base is clout chasing, period. Okay. She goes under the category of a grifter. Let me show y'all the new clout chasing level that she took on today.
Backlash are posting a song titled "Why Can't We Talk About the Jews," which she dedicated to far-right commentator Nick Fuentes.
Trigger warning for anybody out there in the Jewish community. Okay, this is in no way any shots at y'all or whatever. This is just this goofy chick who's doing her thing. I messed with y'all the long way. All right.
Why can't we talk about without getting kicked off of YouTube?
Now, I'm going crazy because, like, yo, apparently she took this down. All right, so I'm going to mute some of it.
I'm not saying Hitler good guy.
And she's not saying that the guy with the name that starts with the H there from Germany is a good guy, but
I kind of want to know why. Now there's all these conspiracy theories, and the more they talk, I think maybe they're right.
She always looks confused. Right? And then it's like she does this stupid...
But I can't even listen to the convo.
I mean, the point was more about cancel culture and people getting kicked off of social media if you finish the song.
So once again, and apparently this is a song that she had dedicated to Nick Fuen. All right, I'm not even going to finish his name because YouTube don't like these people. You know what I'm saying? She still has a YouTube channel. Don't get that twisted. Her YouTube channel is still there. But she's coasting. She's like, yo, please, YouTube, take my channel. Whatever you can do. I want to be in the same place as Nick and the rest, and Nick and Sneeko and all those guys. Take me with you guys. You know what I'm saying? We could do a battery later. It's the word I heard in Toronto. You know what I'm saying? So y'all know about her. Y'all are fully aware of her. How did she get this popular? I kind of low-key blame all of us, fam, because whether you love her or hate her, we're consuming, and it's like, yo, why are you saying this? Shut up. But we're still consuming it. It's like it's so hard to look away. Like, she's made her rounds. She's on Fresh and Fit. Her own podcast does crazy. I think we low-key kind of like Pearl. Am I wrong? Or we would stop consuming this chick's content. Because look, it's not like I'm watching this off of her own YouTube channel. This is on Piers Morgan's YouTube channel. Okay, so she's stuck in the UK right now. She's just like, I'm going to just do as many Piers Morgan interviews as I can before I leave here. Let me see if I can find her. Piers Morgan, just Pearly. Because there's more. She argues her point. 247,000 views. Jesus Christ. One day. So enough people are consuming what she's got to say. I think low-key people might like her.
He's a Holocaust denier. He said afterwards that you had dropped a diss track on the Jews, which he clearly took to be something which was, mocking Jewish people, talking about, I'm not saying Hitler was a good guy, but I want to know why. What do you want to know why?
Well, it was more like, why can't we talk about it? It wasn't like,
you talked about the more conspiracy
other.
theories you've heard about Hitler and the Holocaust, presumably.
I'm a fan of conspiracy theory. Like, people think I'm part of the CIA. There's a whole conspiracy thing on.
Nobody thinks you're part of the CIA, Pearly or Pearl. Nobody thinks you're part of the CIA, fam. I'm sorry.
And And, I'm not for like silencing it either way. The point of the song isn't like I really have an opinion on the matter. It's more, I don't think we should ban people off of social media. So far so that I don't even, like, I think it should be illegal to ban anybody off of social media unless they're inciting violence. That was the point of the song. I'm not really, it was more like tongue-in-cheek.
See, the thing is with her, she'll wrap a good point inside of a bunch of shitty points. And then you got to be like, well, that is true. I'm not saying ban her off of social media. You know what I'm saying? I don't think that her, and maybe this might not be a popular opinion, I don't think her, Nick Fuentes, who else? Andrew Tate, Sneeko, any of those guys, I don't think they should be banned neither. You feel me? Nah, keep them. Let them rock. Right? We're supposed to be a free speech platform. Or YouTube or we're supposed to be living in a free speech world. I can't say the same thing about YouTube. However, YouTube has solutions to make it unfavorable for them to push stuff on the platform, i.e. demonetizing them. And I'm not asking for that. I'm not saying, take their money away. Listen, go get your bread. But as far as like banning them from the platform, I don't mess with that. Yo, Kenzo Tooney, what up? So no matter how much we might not like the things that are coming out of her mouth, I do agree with no matter what you say, they shouldn't ban you. You know what I'm saying? Maybe push you down in the algorithm so you're not getting a gazillion views for spewing bullshit. But ban you? Nah.
But just to be clear, what are the conspiracy theories surrounding Hitler, which you feel the more you hear them, the more you're interested in them?
Well, I don't know because I can't hear them.
Huh?
I don't know
the ones that Nick Fuentes.
Well, I wasn't even talking about Nick. I was thinking of Ye, to be honest. I don't know why they put that Nick was the inspiration for that song. I was thinking of Ye.
You were thinking of Ye. More than just Kanye. You know what I'm saying? Listen, fam, that's where the clout chasing came in for me, bro. This is where I seen the clout chasing at the top level. Because you don't even believe the things that you're saying. You're just saying them to get attention. And to me, that is the exact definition of what clout chasing is. Okay? I explained this on the podcast the other day. It's not about what it used to be, about being able to get into a club or about being able to get a good seat at a restaurant. It's about saying things that you don't actually believe because here we are, Piers Morgan, mad attention that could indirectly get monetized. All right? To the point where I don't even feel like it's a secret anymore. Like we know how this works. Right? Road to Success says, look at me syndrome. It kind of is like that, but I don't even think it's a sickness anymore. It's like, no, I figured out how to monetize off you niggas and y'all keep on watching. And the algorithm, even though they say they don't like the things that are coming out of certain people's mouths, tend to push certain people higher. Okay? There's other versions of just Pearly things that don't look like her. You understand what I'm saying? If you really, really want to get froggy about it. Just Pearly things ain't the only stupid chick out here talking the same shit. There's other versions of this one over here. They just don't look like her. You feel me? J_B put the bullseye emoji right there. Bing. Got her. End of the day, it doesn't make it right. You know what I'm saying? You're still spewing like what things that you don't believe. It doesn't matter if you believe them. Okay, you can have your opinion. But a lot of what bothers me about these people is you don't actually believe the things they're saying. You're just doing them for the clicks. And then that's when things can get a little bit sticky. So, listen, I just wanted to bring this to y'all attention because the more I look at just Pearly things, she just annoys me, fam. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to keep it moving because it's not even her herself, it's what she represents. You know what I'm saying? She is like a Chris Sky for the people down south. You know what I'm saying? She's their version of Chris Sky. I got one more thing for y'all here. And let me see if I can find Canadian news. They've been showing this commercial. Facebook. They've been showing this commercial on CP24 talking about Canadian news being blocked on Facebook, Instagram, and a few other places. Okay? It's been a commercial I keep on seeing running over and over again. Let's see if I can find it here. CTV 2 days ago. Let's see. I'm looking here on YouTube to see if I could find if they just posted the commercial itself. Let's see here. CP24. I'll show y'all what I'm looking at on the screen here. Because it's real. It's this is something that's happening now. You know what I'm saying? And I'm going to end with this because all of these news stories that I cover over here, or like Dusty and I, when we get together and do our podding and stuff like that, we might be in violation when we start reposting these things up on Instagram. You know what I'm saying? Facebook. Ban. Let's see that. This is from a month ago. Let's see what this is about. Actually, there's an earlier one. 1 second. There's an earlier one. I seen an earlier one 3 weeks ago. CP24. So Canadian government suspends ads.
And the Canadian government is suspending all advertising on Facebook and Instagram. And Phil Perkins is here to explain all the fallout. Phil.
Well, Lindsay, it is the latest counterpunch in this massive fight between the Canadian government and internet juggernauts in Meta and Google. This all surrounding around the Online News Act is supposed to kick in around 6 months from now. Basically, what that's asking is for these companies to pay media companies here in Canada whenever they link stories on their accounts. Well, as of just a couple of days ago, Google and Meta saying that they're not just going to post. They're not going to post these links on their websites. And so as of today, the Heritage Minister, Pablo Rodriguez, announcing that the federal government no longer going to be advertising with Meta because they are not up for conversation right now. Google apparently is cooperating a little bit. Now, for more on this, we're joined by Tara Weber, BNN Bloomberg. Let's kind of recap this again. So firstly, for those who might be tuning in just now, what is the Online News Act and how is that supposed to benefit people?
This is important stuff.
You know, this is really interesting. So essentially, it's a law requiring giants like Meta to make payments to local publishers for using their content on its site. So, you know, this is forcing companies, these big companies like Meta and Google's parent company, Alphabet, to negotiate commercial deals and then pay Canadian news publishers for that content that they're creating. So as you can imagine, these big platforms aren't happy with this. They're arguing that just by posting the content of Canadian news organizations, they're actually getting more eyeballs on that content as it's exposed to a bigger reach, a bigger audience. So
a lot of that news that we used to be able to see up on those pages, it's going to be gone soon.
As a result, Meta Platforms has said that it would block Canadian news on those websites.
And so as a response to that, it seems like the Canadian government right now is saying at least that starting today, they are pulling their ads on Meta platforms, whether that's Facebook or Instagram. So what is the result of that? Is it really going to hurt Meta that much?
You know, probably not. At the end of the day, they have a huge amount of content to pull from all over the world, but it is going to affect Canadians because it's going to mean less Canadian content, because we know we're at a time where fewer and fewer Canadians are buying their local newspaper or turning into their local news as well. And so what happens if they don't know what's happening within their community?
Let's stop right there. So now that this is going into play, we're going to be seeing on our Instagram feeds, or the people who are still heavy on Facebook, way less content as far as keeping up with the news. Obviously, you have your linear platforms that you can go get the news. You know, you can go watch CP24. They said it's not affecting Google, so you can still go look up news stories after the fact or catch live streams of news up on YouTube. But as far as Facebook, like, for example, I'll show you all, CP24 has their own Instagram page, obviously, like everybody else. Okay? And they put news through here. Okay, so let me show y'all here quick fast. Let me make this better on the screen. But for the most part, they're saying, and I've seen this commercial pump over and over again on CP24's news channel, right? Their 24-hour news channel, that they're not going to be advertising on Facebook, Meta, or AKA Meta, and Instagram and different places like that. Okay, this is a commercial that I keep on seeing running over and over again. All right, so they're trying to tell us something. Now, in my mind, I always look for the optimism in these types of things. I try to look at the glass half full instead of half empty. This leaves the responsibility for a lot of the people who look to try to find out what's going on in the scene for us in our subset. That leaves the doors open for a lot of the blog pages. Like, if you're watching stuff on CP24 on a regular basis, and then you repost it onto your Instagram feed, like myself, I've caught a lot of stuff early just because I walk into the house and I'm like, oh, this is going on in the news. Record that, right? This leaves the door open for a lot of the independent bloggers, the independent news outlets, for them to be able to really, really get their shine over here, really take over a new platform, or really build their platform, in my opinion. Okay? As long as you're able to continuously research and do the proper research to find the right news, because in the end of the day, all these big companies that are complaining, half of the time we don't believe the stuff that they say anyway. Right? There's places like Rebel News where people go for real news. You feel me? So I like to bring things like this up because I feel that we all need to be aware of these changes that are happening in the scene here, because it's going to affect all of us. All right. And if you are an independent outlet, this is your chance. Make sure to do your proper research, cite your sources, and build your company. You know what I'm saying? I think I'm going to leave it there. We got like an hour and a half of talk right there. But just stay woke out there. What are y'all saying in the comments here? Quick fast before I get out of here. JB's saying, yeah, keep it tight lip. YouTube is all you need. Social media makes people depressed, angry, and crazy. Yeah, YouTube will take you down some weird wormholes too, though. Don't get that twisted. You know what I'm saying? You can go into a weird part of the YouTube algorithm where all you're seeing is just weird suggestions coming up for your next set of videos. If you click on too many crime videos, too many people getting killed, You gotta make sure that you have a healthy algorithm yourself. In the end of the day, it's not about what's being pushed in front of you. If we are aware that all these different things are worked by the choices that we choose and our phones listening to us and all these different things and theories, then think healthy thoughts, talk about positive things, and just try to limit the fuckery, I guess, that you're looking up when you're online. And then your algorithm will be a more friendly place. You know what I'm saying? Unfollow some people if you need to. You know what I'm saying? Or just go outside. What's the new saying? Go touch grass. For real. But anyways, gang, salute to y'all. We'll be back in a couple of days. Probably do a live on Sunday. Big salute to Dusty Wallace. I'm going to link up with him in a couple of days and get some things popping. And look out. I'm pointing at the wrong camera. Look out for the OKG D-Lo interview dropping just now. Big salute to the whole gang. They pulled up, had a great interview with them gentlemen right there. I have the interview already uploaded. I have that up there for the members. Salute to the members. And he gave a Doobie update in that interview as well. So if you're all looking for that, I'm going to drop that probably next week. And yeah, until then, we are off of this.